am at a junior high. No. I'm at an elementary school. So I'm going to turn this, and I hope you guys can see. When I turn this, you're going to see a car whose headlights are facing me. Okay, that's the visual, but hold on. Let's see if you can see that. Let's see if I did that right. Can you see that car? Huh? Did I get that in the shot? So that's a little cheating prick. That's what that is. I'm at my son's elementary. This is very competitive. And this is an everyday game, okay? Well, it's 1:55 right now. School gets out at 2:10. But I've been here since 1:40, which meant I left my house at 1:30. Now, there's already a row. There's already cars all the way around. But see that car with the headlights? See that car with the headlights? Okay, that's where I need to be. So I leave my house 40 minutes early. I get here 30 minutes early. And ultimately, I got to work my way around to get to where that car is. Now, in case you didn't see that, he's in the yellows. He's not allowed to be there. He's supposed to be behind me, but he cheated the system because nobody was there. Now, nobody was there because you're not allowed to park there, but he pulled around and he parked there. So now he is first, which means his kid will think he got here before I did, which in a little child's 7-year-old mind means his son thinks he loves him more than I love mine. I mean, do you see the problem? Are you guys confronted with this? This is ridiculousness. And when I was a young man, it was all the thing to ride the school bus. Everybody wanted to ride the school bus. That's not a thing anymore. My kid doesn't want to ride the school bus. So now I got to come to school, but I got to fight the parking lot, coming and going, right? This is the beginning of school and after school, and it's very competitive. I mean, I've got to tell you, it's a real nuisance. Now, I respect the guy with the headlights, by the way. I just didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I operate in the gray myself, right? The kids I like best in school are the ones I met right outside of the principal's office. This is just a bold move, right? If you're the Hyundai with auto lights, I mean, it's 1 PM, he's got his headlights on, right? That's a kind of guy. You're not really my kind of guy. And if you're that kind of guy, you're not taking cuts in front of Chael P. This is still West Lynn, and I am still king. He's in my spot. Interesting. Now, reason I'm here. Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland is doing an interview. Okay? He's going to get himself in a little scrappy do this weekend. And Sean said, I'm going to do the man dance. I'm going to let this punch go. My cardio's just fine, but we're not going 5 rounds. How about that, guys? Now, that's a quote. Do what you want with it. I don't know what in the hell he's saying half the time he's saying it either. Don't expect that I'm going to come in and interpret Sean Strickland, but he did say I'm going to do the man dance. I mean, that's pretty funny, not for nothing. I've never heard I'm going to do the man dance. He then says, I'm going to let this punch go. Now, what did that mean? That is open for interpretation, considering an expression I have never heard, but does it mean that in his last fight with Jared Cannonier, he was gun shy? Because he was. He had just been knocked out. Is that what that means? So when he comes out and says, I'm going to let this hand go, I'm going to do the man dance, I'm going to let this hand go. And then he called into question his own cardio. And he said, my cardio's fine, so we're not going to go 5 rounds anyway. But he laughed, and it was the way that he said it. Now, why would I be picking that out? Well, a little worried for Sean going into his last fight. A little worried about him. The way he was doing interviews and the things that he was saying about himself, the way he was putting Cannonier over is unlike anything he had ever done before. But Sean was also in a situation unlike any that he'd been in before, which is he was coming off of a KO loss. And I do think that his performance was reserved. I think it was very common. It was very common what happens to most guys who are coming off of a knockout. And I'm just wondering, have we put that behind us? He got 25 good minutes in there with the top guy in the world. That should be a positive regardless of the outcome. That should be a real positive. Is it, or is he still questioning himself? I don't have the answer. There's nothing he can do. Or there's nothing he can do between now and the fight. Nothing you guys can do. Oh, go out there and be confident. You can't just flip a switch and be confident. If you could do that and control your emotions, you'd just be happy all the time. You wouldn't need money. You wouldn't need the sport. You wouldn't need love. You'd just be happy. He can't control it. He's a human being. He's in a situation, and I'm just wondering what is that situation like in between his ears? He has every right to be very proud of what he just did. He went 25 minutes of stand-up fighting with a guy who went 25 minutes of stand-up fighting with Israel Adesanya. Is it still affecting him? What exactly is the man dance? What hand is he going to let go? And why is he worried if it was to go 25 minutes?